The file you are about to hear has been thoroughly scrutinized by the Ethics Committee and approved by the O5 Council for release to trusted associates of the Foundation. This is SCP Unredacted. Item number SCP-7559. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Until SCP-7559 is sufficiently understood, Priority Directive is identification and isolation of cases through the use of endoscopy on currently contained hosts. Anomalous hosts are to be housed in standard humanoid containment cells in Site-183 and monitored routinely by medical staff for signs of sepsis. Radioisotope trackers are to be added to their diets to assist in the identification and retrieval of further linked hosts. Description: SCP-7559 are wormholes enclosed within muscular sphincters that spontaneously appear within living humans. These wormholes are stable and range from 2 micrometers to 25 centimeters in diameter at the widest part, and are seamlessly integrated into the surrounding tissue. Anomalous sphincters usually only link to instances inside other human hosts. This often leads to complications when bodily fluids from one host travels into another, with one notable case involving stomach acid from one host leaching into the cervical lymph nodes of another host. Extended study of anomalous hosts has revealed that after 6 to 8 weeks post-7559 manifestation, the anomalous sphincters widen into surrounding tissue and are capable of transferring organs either in part or in whole to other hosts. To date, none of these transfers have triggered organ rejection in the recipient or in loss of bodily function in the donor, even in extreme cases such as 3 hosts of different blood type, all being connected via anomalous instances in the renal veins.
Addendum 7559.1.
On 14 August 2023, an SCP-7559 sphincter widened enough to subsume part of the cerebral cortex, essentially moving it midway between 2 hosts. One host, Sarah Linares, was rendered comatose, while the other host, Jaden Jorgensen, reported symptoms of hallucinations and sleep paralysis to medical staff. Interviewed, Jaden Jorgensen. Interviewer, Dr. Monique Velazquez.
Begin log.
Hello, Jaden. Please, tell me what's been happening.
It's everything, ma'am. My stomach's been gurgling for 2 days now. My hands keep going numb. It's really hard to piss, and I've got this killer headache now, right behind my eyes. My eyes are all messed up, man.
How so?
I know it sounds weird, but I can't see the, warm colors anymore. Reds and pinks and oranges are super muted now, which kind of makes everything bluish. It's hard to describe. The main thing I wanted to tell you guys about is the visions, though. I'm kind of hoping it's the medication. Maybe we can switch it out?
Note: anomalous instances are often given placebo pills and told they're medication for ulcers, benign tumors, or immune disorders.
Of course. I can see about switching them after we're done here. Please, describe the visions in as much detail as you can, though.
Okay. So, throughout most of the day, I keep seeing things in the corner of my eye. You know, like when there's a moth flying around and you can't quite see where it went? Mostly small things, like a bed that's definitely not mine. One time it was like having long hair fall down and cover my eyes. I'm fucking bald, man.
That's definitely concerning. How long have these been occurring?
The last 2 or 3 days or so. They've kind of slowed down, though. Wait, gods, there's something stuck in my throat.
Jorgensen continues to make choking noises for 20 seconds. Notably, his body and neck remain perfectly still for this period. When the noises subside, his voice returns to its original state.
Who's there?
Who's where? Sorry, I zoned out for a minute. What was I saying?
Jaden, I think we're going to need to run a few more tests to figure out what's causing these symptoms, but...
A new SCP-7559 instance appears to manifest in Jorgensen's left tear duct, accompanied by a dull tearing sound. Immediately, approximately 4.5 meters of an abnormally bloated small intestine protrude through the sphincter and spill onto the table. Dr. Velazquez hits the emergency button and requests a medical team.
Jaden, can you hear me?
Jorgensen vomits up one lobe of a lung and collapses to the floor. The medical team arrives.
End log.
Closing statement. Jorgensen was pronounced dead after 12 minutes. The other host, known to be linked to Jorgensen, Sarah Linares, nearly died simultaneously when an anomalous instance drained away her cerebrospinal fluid, but managed to be stabilized. Dissection of Jorgensen's cadaver yielded 3 intact anomalous instances, which were individually preserved in vats. Removal of a 4th was attempted, but during the procedure, the attending surgeon, Dr. Moreno, brushed the inner lining of the anomalous instance, and it closed abruptly, severing 2 of his fingers. Dr. Moreno was placed under observation and manifested an anomalous instance inside his brachial artery 29 hours later. One of his fingers was recovered in the aorta of a host already in containment. The other has not yet been found.
Addendum 7559.2.
The number of contained hosts has surpassed 500. Additionally, 46 hosts whose nervous systems have threaded through the anomalous instances now report similar hallucinations to Jorgensen's. Endoscopic explorations through other anomalous instances present in these hosts has led to inconclusive results. All explorations thread through human flesh for a distance of over 200 meters before terminating at an indifferentiated slurry of bodily fluids and membranes. Touching the slurry with the probe often causes unrelated anomalous hosts to bleed from various orifices. Further testing is pending approval. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, join my Discord community, hire me on Fiverr, or help support me by becoming a patron for as little as $3 a month. Regardless of tier, all patrons get early access to every single episode. The links are in the description. I don't have the talent it takes to write a skip. All I do is read. Original authors make this podcast possible, so credit to the original author. Their links in the description. Show them some love as well. Consider becoming a member of the SCP Wiki. Upvote their work, and maybe write a skip of your own. Maybe I'll read it here someday. You never know if you never try. The content of this podcast and content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0.